Hi there, my name is ISABELLEDU, and I love to resell on platforms like eBay, POSHMARK, MERCARI, and OFFERUP. And even during a time like quarantine, you could still make a couple hundred to 1,000 to maybe even more than that just by selling random things laying around your house. So don't discount it as junk, don't toss it just yet, because we can save it from the landfill. And also think of yourselves as matchmakers to the world, where someone out there might be looking for exactly what you have. My net sales for June after fees, after cost of goods, was $1,220.15. But I really want to go over the random sales. If you're not on POSHMARK, MERCARI, OFFERUP just yet, I'm going to put my referral link / invite code in the description below. So there's a little something for you, there's a little something for me, and we all win. Yay! And now I want to get into my June sales. First up, I have these AGTV magazines from 2018-2019. There's 7 of them, so I put it together, and this person bought it off of eBay for $15.98. I actually net about $6.56, which isn't even $1 per issue. However, I will say this. I got these magazines for free. There was a time when I was just signing up for magazines left and right for free, which I won't ever do again because it's a lot of paper waste and I barely read through them and I feel really bad. But I'm so glad that it's going to a home that will really appreciate it. The reason why I love this sale is because I noticed a very big trend when it comes to furniture catalogs, to home decor related catalogs. They're just selling really well. People want to make their home space much more comfortable. This is where we're spending more time at. They're rearranging their furniture. They're probably buying more furniture. They want to get more inspiration. This 2015 room and board catalog sold for $12.54 with shipping. There's CB2 and Jonathan Adler catalogs that sold for $10 on POSHMARK with the $7 shipping. There's the restoration hardware catalogs. I sold 2 of those, $10 on POSHMARK with the $7 shipping. It shows that people are willing to spend about $17 so on these home styling magazines. Cool, right? And you're probably getting this for free already in the mail, so don't throw them away. Don't recycle them just yet. Try to list them and see if anybody else wants them. Funnily enough, I had a lot of comments from people asking, oh, aren't these catalogs for free? You would sell them. And I let them know that, yeah, people do look for these because you never know. Companies spend so much money on, the photographer, on the photo shoots, on the location, putting together these beautiful visuals for customers, potential customers. I do think it's such a pity to just chuck it away. I really do. I genuinely feel like, these are so beautiful. I can't let go of them. I can't throw them away. It's a problem I have. But I can let go of them for a price. Since we're on the topic of catalogs, I forgot to mention this the first time I recorded it, so I'm going to add it now, which is on May 30th, I sold 2 American Apparel catalogs for $25. And these are from fall of 2018. Yes, these are free catalogs that I got in the mail. People love fashion catalogs for styling inspiration, or who knows, maybe there's a model in there who never got her tear sheets, and she wants a copy of it. But here's the crazy story. 2 weeks after this sale had been made, the buyer messaged me saying that they never got the order. It still says that it's in transit. It was only maybe less than 10 miles from where I am, which sucks. Just knowing that I could probably easily just drop it off to their house in LA. About 4 days later, I issued a refund because I basically told them, hey, if it doesn't show up, I'll just give you a refund. I even told them if you end up receiving it for whatever reason, just go ahead and keep it. It was no cost to me anyways. Turns out on June 29th, all of a sudden I get a nice deposit of $25 into my PayPal account because they received it finally, a whole month after they ordered it. Then they messaged me saying, it arrived after we received the refund. We'll be keeping the item, therefore we are returning the refund to you. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. How nice is that? So sweet. Because they paid me directly to my PayPal, that meant that I didn't have to pay any eBay fees because those were refunded to me. And it was just a PayPal fee that I had to pay out. I'll put the net amount that I made from that sale, but it was so great. And this particular buyer is a seller themselves. Their seller rating is 105,633. That means they've made a lot of sales on eBay, which is great because that means if a buyer's a seller, they're very understanding of these transactions. I thought I had recorded this bit, but apparently I didn't. I had sold 3 empty Gucci shopping bags for $35. Yes, these are the empty Gucci shopping bags, the ones that you get for free, quote unquote free, when you've made a purchase. Because are they really free when you made that big of a purchase? I found in my dad's closet. My stepmom loves to shop, and I think she just hides the shopping bags in the corner there, and he'll just hand them over to me because he knows that I'll sell them, and then it makes space for him. I end up netting $24.49 after all the fees for these 3 empty shopping bags. Now, you may be wondering who is buying these and why are they buying it? People love to re-gift items. They love to gift items that they may have not necessarily purchased in person, or maybe they like to use them as decorations. If you have empty designer shopping bags, do not throw them away or give them to me. You could give them to me because they sell. Think of it as a coupon. How nice is that? You know, they don't really do coupons. Think of it as a Gucci coupon for your next purchase. Here is a gorgeous Halston Heritage dress, size 10, and it's sold for $200 on Poshmark. Now this dress, I actually got it from a Rent the Runway sample sale that they do every year. They'll have it in Beverly Hills. And I initially got this dress for $25. Yes, $25, Rent the Runway. And you wanna go on the first day. That's the only day that really counts because you get an extra 15% off of everything, and it's sold for $200. This dress is absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect for brides-to-be. They could wear it for a bridal shower. They could wear a bachelorette. It did sit on my Poshmark for quite some time. I don't know how I feel about selling higher end items because it just takes forever to sell, but I will say the payoff is very good if you just get the right thing. This next item has some pretty cool backstories. It's a For Your Consideration Golden Globes press book for the show Pose, and Ryan Murphy is one of the creators and showrunners, and I love Ryan Murphy's shows, and Pose is very visually beautiful and very historic because it has the most trans actors in a cast ever on TV, so that's huge. Networks and studios, they pump in a lot of money to create these campaign materials. They make these DVD screeners, they make these press books, and they send them out to decision makers during award season. They are told to destroy the DVD screeners afterwards. They're not allowed to resell them, and actually they can trace back these DVDs to who these were sent out to. People are sent out so many screeners that they collect dust. They sometimes go unopened. They get chucked in the trash. It's very unfortunate and very environmentally unfriendly. What was left behind was this beautiful press book that I found in Goodwill. It just stood out to me on the bookshelf. I was like, oh, this is amazing. It didn't have the DVDs in there, so whoever had them maybe destroyed them or maybe kept them for themselves, but it was just the press book that I found. It was for $1. And I had to pick it up because I knew that even though I wasn't going to keep it, I knew that somewhere out there, someone is going to really appreciate this piece of art. It's just so visually beautiful. I went to the cash register and they told me, it was only a penny. So it was actually on sale for 1 cent. So of course I had to pick it up. Bought it, and I sold it on eBay for $30. $30, so I net $25.70 after fees. I know that this goes to somebody who can really appreciate it. What's really cool is, like the Emmys, they've now banned studios and networks from putting together these campaign materials, and now people will actually log in to stream the shows instead. So I think that's pretty cool. This next item is a Chapman University drawstring backpack. My husband and I actually met at Chapman University. It's our alma mater, and we did a 5K years ago. So, you know, they give you free swag where it's like you get the backpack, you get the shirt. And I never used the backpack. I never wore the shirt. It just kind of sat there. I listed it on eBay for $15, I think, and somebody gave me an offer of $8, and I accepted. So I ended up netting $4.14. When it comes to promotional swag from events, conventions, trade shows, they actually do sell. People love free things, but funnily enough, people will actually buy the free things that you get. These Dolce Vita sandals, I love these sandals. I wore them all the time. Of course, when you wear shoes all the time, there's some flaws in them. So there's toe prints that's left over, and I cleaned them as best as I could. Even with the toe prints, I took photos. I made sure to write that in the description. And somebody bought them on eBay for a total of $32.14. I end up netting $17.31 after, you know, the shipping and everything. And it gets to go to, you know, somebody else's summer. This next item, I barely made a profit on it. I practically gave it away. This was a huge lot of 116 plus pens, pencils, highlighters. You know, you just start to accumulate a collection of office supplies, whether it's from the hotel or from like, you know, events and trade shows. I just had an accumulation of it. My husband had this accumulation. We don't need this many at home. I tried to list it on OfferUp and Craigslist for free. Nobody wanted it. So I thought that was pretty neat that somebody would pay $10 for secondhand office supplies on eBay. There are people out there who aren't just looking for brand new items. Now, I end up netting $1.79 for the whole thing. $1.79. That's because I should have charged for shipping. I just didn't realize it was as heavy as I thought it would be, and I stuffed it all in a flat rate envelope and taped it as much as I could so it wouldn't fall apart. But $1.79, you know what? I love dollars, so I'll take it. I'll take $1. It's like, if there was $1 on the ground, I'd take the $1. I'm really excited for these next couple of items. They came from a haul that I did through OfferUp. I found someone who was doing a big moving away sale. Everything must go. Those are my favorite because people are very motivated to sell. I bought 50 items from her for $100. So everything was about basically $2 each, right? And there were things with new tags. They were unopened. I was super, super excited with this haul. I instantly listed everything. So these are the items that I had. The first item from this haul that sold was an animal print duffel bag. It sold for $25 on eBay. I ended up netting $18.58. $18.58. So I spent $2 to get $18 back. And that was just the first item. These Zara shoes, they're so cute. And they were actually new and unworn. And if they were my size, I would have kept them, but they weren't. They ended up selling for $25 on MERCARI. I get free shipping on MERCARI. I ended up netting $10.51. I mean, I only spent $2 on that. Oh, I love that. Spend $2, get $10 back. This rainbow jelly bag caught my eye when I was scrolling through OfferUp. It's what led me to the seller to get this fantastic haul. And I added the word mermaid because it gives off that mermaid vibes. And I think that anybody who has this mermaid aesthetic, likes rainbows, could search for it easier. So I liked using that trending keyword for it. And it sold on OfferUp for $25, which is, there's no fee for me on that one because it was just person to person. $25 cash in my pocket. So I ended up netting $23 for it. This next item I was kind of hesitant about picking up just because it's so heavy. It's 4 pounds. I don't know. I was on the fence about it, but it's very glittery and people do love glitter. It was Victoria's Secret, so I do know that, you know, when it comes to Victoria's Secret, there's still people who really do like the brand. Decided, you know what, for $2, let's just take it. Looked it up and apparently it's a 2014 London fashion show makeup train case that a lot of people love. There were a lot of other listings for it on eBay. There was one that was brand new that I think somebody listed for $100. But I could tell that it's been sitting on eBay for a long time. No one's been biting at it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna price this competitively. It's used, it wasn't brand new. But I could tell that on the inside, it was barely used. Ended up selling on eBay for, well, the person spent $38.40 because of shipping. See, that's what I mean. It was like $21 for shipping. I don't know, I probably could have done something better with that. But anyways, they spent $38.40 for it. The price that I sold it for was $15. So I end up netting $10.38, which is, you know, not bad. $10 for something that I wasn't sure about and I only spent $2 for. This next item is a floral kimono dress from a brand called Eloqui. It's a plus size clothing brand. I looked at their website and they have some really, really pretty things. This kimono dress was quite popular. It was sold out on the website. When I went to the seller's closet, it was the first thing I spotted from a distance. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to take a look at that closer. I was hoping that I could wear it and it could fit me, but I couldn't make it work. I listed it on POSHMARK, eBay, MERCARI, and it got so many likes and attraction from people, and it sold for $45 on POSHMARK. So I netted $34 for something I spent $2 for. This next item is so appropriate for quarantine. It is the uniform of quarantine. It is cute loungewear. And right now, loungewear just sells like hotcakes. I catch myself scrolling around looking at loungewear. There's some really cute stuff out there. This is a 2-piece taupe loungewear, crop top and pants. I listed it on all the platforms. It got a lot of attention. I was sending offers and somebody accepted an offer. It is on the lower side, but you know, it's fine. It sold for $18, so I ended up netting $8.28 for this. I'm going to move along with my other favorite random sales of June, but I will say that this haul was like the highlight of my month just because of how much I spent for these items and how much I'm getting in return. I've only sold 11 items out of 50 that I bought, and I've not only just made my money back, I've doubled my profit already. It's a great haul, and I'm definitely going to be scrolling around on platforms to see who else has these everything must go sales because it's so worth it. These Steve Madden brown loafers actually belong to my husband. I thought that they were still pretty stylish. They do have their scuff marks. It had discoloration, but it really adds to its character of the shoe. So I added that in the description. I took photos of the flaws, and somebody offered $25 for it on Poshmark. Ended up netting $20 for it, and I tucked in like a nice complimentary shoe polish kit that I got randomly from a hotel stay, and they rated us 5 stars, so they love the shoes. My husband's been slowly letting me resell his old clothes. And his old Massimo t-shirts, these are from Target. They're plain, they're solid, they're very basic, you know, just a good basic item to have in your wardrobe. They resell, they do. Not for much. I sold 2 of these Massimo t-shirts, one on eBay, one on Poshmark, and I think they were $8 each. I end up netting $5.05 on these, and these are just plain t-shirts. You probably have these at home already, where you have plain t-shirts. Don't think that no one will want them. People actually do, and for cheaper too. It's $5. You can make $5 on your basic t-shirts. These KCON K-pop badges. You know, KCON is this huge convention for all things K-pop, Korean culture. I love being at KCON. They're just so fun. Love the energy. Such a judgment-free zone. You can watch all these cool dances all day long. Somebody asked me if I'd be willing to let go of these badges for $5, so I did. I sold them for $5 on MERCARI. I only made $1.76 on it, and it's not a big deal to me. I know it's probably not a big deal to somebody else. To that person who got these badges, they were so happy for them. I'm glad it went to somebody who could use them, because maybe they missed out on these events. I've had people where they didn't get a chance to go to certain events, and this is the closest thing they can get to living vicariously for it. I work a lot of trade show, convention types of events, and I get these badges, and I always feel guilty. I really do. I always feel guilty about throwing them away or even recycling them, because I don't even know if they're really recyclable. I end up just keeping them. I wait obviously until the event is long after, long done, and then that's when I sell them. I do it as a way where they're collectibles, and people do like to buy them as collectibles. I don't really care what price I sell them for, truth be told. It's more just to know that it's not going to landfill and it still goes to somebody who would like to admire it. On that note, I know that we're not really sure what's to become of these large public gathering types of events, whether it's trade shows or conventions after the pandemic. However, I do think that organizers should brainstorm a more sustainable way of public access rather than using plastic badge holders or just plastic badges to identify, you know, event goers. There just has to be a better way. It's very frustrating to see how many people take these lanyards and badges and just throw them in the trash. I know CES has been trying to be more proactive about it. CES, by the way, is the Consumer Electronics Show. It usually happens in January. It's where all the newest and exciting innovations in tech happens. They have like these clear boxes that people can put their badges in afterwards, and they say that they reuse them or recycle them. I'm not really sure, but I like the concept. No, I like the idea, and I do wish that more events will implement something like that. These fans have been living inside a donation box I have, and these are items that I just didn't want to bother listing at all. But since the pandemic, I started to run out of things to list. I started to dig in this box to see, you know, I might as well just throw them up online and see what they can go for. These 2 floral wooden holding hand fans that I've never used, and I don't even know where I got them from. I just happened to have them. They sold so quickly on MERCARI for $7. Netted $1.70, but that was pretty cool how quickly that sold. These are the last 2 random sales I want to add to this video, and it's actually wedding related. Since the pandemic, a lot of couples have had to face a hard decision of postponing their wedding or creatively eloping. It's kind of cool to see that people are still celebrating and finding ways to move forward with their marriages during this time. One of these sales was a David Tutera garter that I had, and I actually bought 2 garters from, I want to say Craigslist or OfferUp. I honestly can't remember. And I think I bought it for $10. I used one for my own wedding last year. And I still had the other one. You know how they have one to keep and one to toss? Well, I still had one left over. I listed it for $3. Somebody bought it from OfferUp. So I think I bought it from OfferUp and then I sold it on OfferUp. And it was $2.07 I netted. Finally, this is a bridal veil that I had purchased for $6 for a friend where I was her maid of honor. We used it for her bridal shower, her bachelorette weekend. She brought the veil to my bachelorette weekend, which I wore. And it just lived in my donation box afterwards because I just wasn't sure if it's something that I could even list. When I started to run out of things to list, I listed it on there and it sold pretty quickly. It sold for $6 on OfferUp. Yeah, on OfferUp, somebody bought it and paid for shipping for it too. Yeah, I ended up netting $2.11. So how cool is that, actually? I think I even mentioned in the description that's been worn by 2 happily married brides. So you could be like the third. There's a charm. Everyone loves good luck when it comes to weddings, and I think everyone could use a little bit of charm during this time. Oh, I think the hubby's home. These weren't all of my sales for June, but these are some of my favorite sales, whether they fetch for a higher price or they just randomly and pleasantly surprise me. And I truly, truly believe that everyone has stuff right now in their house that they can put online and it'll sell. Whether it's tomorrow or next month or maybe longer than that, there's somebody out there in the world who's looking for what you have. And if you like this video, go ahead and press the like button for me. If you subscribe, I'm hoping to put more videos related to reselling. And if there's something random that you sold that you'd like to share, please comment below for me. And thanks for tuning in and see you guys next time.